Hello everyone, I'm John Horder. I'm the creator of the Rock Block. I wanted to do a short little overview on the install of the John Deere kits today. Our kits do fit the 946 as well as the 956 models and their previous models before these. The only difference between the two kits is the length of the tubes in the curtain. Otherwise the install is all the same. So if you want to go ahead and locate your kit, there should be two pieces of square tubing in the kit, as well as a box, and the box should contain your curtain material and then a number of brackets for the application, as well as a hardware kit. And in the hardware kit should be the instructions, so if you want to read through those and familiarize yourself with the process as well as all of the parts in the kit. What I like to do first is locate the template in the kit. That will be the bare piece of metal with 6 holes drilled in it. And so what we do is we take that template and we lay it over the top and down the side. The part with the holes, of course, will be on the side, and that'll help you guide yourself to drill these 3 holes on each side. The template will have 6 holes in it. It is reversible, one for the left and one for the right. You just flip it over. And if you look in the instructions, it'll tell you which 3 holes to drill for each side. Keep in mind that right and left is as you're sitting in the tractor seat. So once you have those 3 holes drilled with the template, you just want to ensure that when you do it, that your front hole is ahead of this bend right here in the machine. So as long as you're a little bit behind that, you will be in good shape. So once you have your 3 holes drilled on each side, take your side bracket. You want to make sure that the bend is out. And then there's a spacer plate in the kit that just goes between the bracket and the machine, and it gets us so we're flush with the side with this rod here. And then there's also this backing plate that we put on the inside so we don't crush the machine. So take your 3/8 bolts, put it through the bracket, the spacer, your machine, and the backing plate, and then put your flange nuts on loosely right now. So to go ahead and do that on the other side. And then the next step in the process that I like to do is to locate your center hinge plate and the center hinge bracket. That'll be this U-shaped piece here. So locate the 3/8 by 1¼ bolts, put them through the bracket into the hinge plate, and then put your flange nuts on the bottom, just finger tight for right now. So then you should have that installed together. Go ahead and take these 2 carriage bolts out of the machine. They're the factory ones that are already here. Take them out, and as you can see, you want to put them back through the bracket and reattach them. Once you have that done, go ahead and towards the back of the bracket, you're going to need to drill 2 holes in the top of the machine. Just use your bracket as a template. Those should be the 3/8 bolts as well. What I find best is to make sure you swing your hitch off to the side, then you can get nice and square and drill your holes. In the hardware kit, there is a little black rectangular piece with 2 holes in it. That does go on the underside of the machine. Put that on the underside of the machine, and then go ahead and put your flange nuts over that. That's just a little support plate so you don't crack out your machine. So once you have that center bracket installed, you should have your side brackets installed as well right now. So go ahead and locate your square tubing pieces. On those pieces, there's going to be one end where there's a pipe welded into the end, and then there's going to be a large slotted hole in the other end. We want to make sure that the bushing end with that steel pipe is in the center. That is support, so when we swing it, we have good support there. So go ahead and locate the 1/2-inch bolts, drop it through the bracket, through the tube, and then on the bottom, go ahead and install the top lock nuts. Just snug them up at this time. We want to make sure that we're able to swing the kit forward and not crush the tube. On the other end should be your large hole or slotted hole. Go ahead and drop the knob in the kit through the tube and screw it into the side bracket as shown there. So once you have everything mounted bracket wise, go ahead and make sure everything's centered. If they're not, for some reason, sometimes these machines get off a little bit, just put a washer either here or here, and that'll let you adjust your bracket where it needs to be functional. Once that's all set where you want it to be, the next step would be to install the curtain. So what I like to do is put a bolt about 1/3 of the way in, through the curtain, through the tube, put your flange nut on the back, do 1 or 2 in the middle and another one the other way. So your curtain is just loosely hanging there. Go ahead and install the rest of the carriage bolts and the flange nuts on the back side, and then just take an impact and just snug them up. We don't want to damage the curtain, so once they just start to get snug, that should be good. And that is a quick overview of how to install the rock block. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Our number is on the instructions, and we appreciate your business.